So the software also has this feature of ensuring that the data is right because it's reviewed multiple times.
With access to this information, voters across the country can get information about their leaders to make an informed choice.
अपनी बेटी का रिश्ता तय करने से पहले कितना सोचते हैं हम? लड़का किस खानदान का है, कितना पढ़ा लिखा है, उसका चाल चलन ठीक ठाक है या नहीं? कुछ लोग तो जासूसी तक करवाते हैं, पूरा चिट्ठा खोल के रख देते हैं, तब जाकर सौंपते हैं हम अपनी बेटी का हाथ किसी के हाथ में। लेकिन जब हम अपना देश किसी के हाथ में सौंपते हैं, तो क्या हम इतना ही ध्यान रखते हैं? जरा सी भी छानबीन करते हैं? हमारे चुनाव क्षेत्र में कितने उम्मीदवार खड़े हैं? वो कितने पढ़े लिखे हैं? उनके खिलाफ कोई क्रिमिनल केसेस तो नहीं?
Right, again a very, very interesting idea, but what about accessibility? I mean, how much of our population can actually access something like that? Isn't that a big concern when you talk about using technology for social innovation?
I think accessibility is a challenge, right?
Right.
Computers, access to internet is not there everywhere.
Exactly.
It's growing,
here you're talking about
expanding.
the entire electorate, which should access something like this. But even though it's growing, it clearly hasn't reached the levels we'd like it to.
But it's expanding. But having said that, right? But there is accessibility to technology and internet in a large part of our country, right?
Right.
But I think the awareness of what Election Watch has done has to be more, right? And it has to be, in a way, a part of the process that people have access to it. People should know about it.
All right, clearly challenges are going to remain, but the idea is to overcome those challenges and keep innovating. We slip into a quick break at this point. On the other side, we bring you more winners and more case studies. Don't go away.
The glamour and the glitter of Bollywood has a lot of money riding on it.
The entertainment world is a lot more than just that.
The investments and the investors and what's at stake. We bring it all to you. No Biz Like Showbiz tonight at 9:30 on NDTV Profit. No Biz Like Showbiz is presented by Xylus. Design it matters. In association with Hetic Fittings. German quality you can trust.
क्या क्या
सुन।
हाँ बोल।
तू दयाल बाबू का बेटा है?
कौन दयाल बाबू?
Grow up to the new look. Verito.
One reason to celebrate the adventure freak in you. NDTV Good Times. 5 years of living the good time. Tell us your top 5 travel destinations and you could win a 3-night stay at Sheraton Macau for 2 people. Write into contests at ndtvgoodtimes.com.
This is NDTV and you're watching NDTV Profit.
Welcome back. You're watching our special show on the NASSCOM Social Innovation Honours 2013. There's also a new category that NASSCOM has added this year. In fact, UNICEF partnering with NASSCOM to talk about children-specific innovation. Tell us a little more about it.
So this year it's a new category. It's a new area.
Yeah.
So NASSCOM Foundation with UNICEF is really bringing this out.
In fact, the next category is that of winners that we'd like to highlight is an online video subtitling service. Someone who's just an IIT pass out who's actually a winner. Perhaps an indication of how the age of innovation is actually coming down. And what a simple but fascinating idea it really is. We all watch videos on YouTube, but there are so many of those videos where language becomes a problem. So all that it's doing is giving you subtitles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's just a software, you download it on your computer, and each time you watch a YouTube video, you get subtitles in the language you want. Is that it?
Absolutely. And it's such great, right? So look at diversity and culture of our country, right? So if you're watching a YouTube video in English, you can even get the titles out there, right?
And 7 languages in India alone. That's quite something.
So it's giving access again to see what happens around the world. So getting the world a little bit closer. So great idea, right?
Yeah.
It's a great concept. People only thought about it when they did karaoke, right? I mean, it comes as captions out there. But if you look at this, you're pulling out videos or a song or any information out, and it's really putting the words as you are actually viewing it. So sometimes if you look at it, you don't see the video, you're actually seeing what is being written, and you don't have to listen. So I think it's pretty interesting. It could be scaled. It has some legs, and that's why it was picked up as one of the awards as part of the whole initiative by NASSCOM.
In fact, why don't we take a look at what this innovative, unique service is all about?
I used to watch the lecture videos of MIT and Harvard when I was in the college. So I actually had the problem understanding the accent, especially when it was British or Chinese. So when I asked my friends and colleagues if they are able to understand, they also had the problem. So this sparked an idea in me. Why not get these videos subtitles, and the subtitles will be on the fly. So we provide the free software product on the subscription basis. So if you have subscribed to a product and you are watching a video on YouTube, you'll be automatically be able to watch the videos with our subtitles. So there's no effort required from the user side. You just have to install the software for the first time. You can also subtitle our videos using a web interface. So if you are a registered user, you can subtitle the video and upload it on a server. We support 7 languages right now. Those are the Indian languages. So once we are satisfied that users are able to use our service, then we'll be moving towards the foreign languages. Our products are in the beta testing phase. A group of around 250 users, they are using our products, and we got a very good feedback from them. If you see the trend of the online media, if you can see the stats of YouTube and compare it with the stats the previous year, the previous to previous year, you can find that the number of views and the traffic of YouTube has only increased many folds with time. So this has been a good business case for us.
Absolutely brilliant idea, but before we start wrapping up, I'd like to ask you which one of these innovations is closest to your heart?
I think the healthcare one.
Okay.
Clearly, because it's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
You're making a difference to people's lives. You're providing care. You're improving mortality rates of people who are living in those villages or in those smaller towns. It's really interesting. And healthcare is such a big area of focus in our country and requires some innovation.
And really the heart of inclusive growth that we'd like healthcare to be. What about this year? Is there any area that you'd like innovations to come up in for this year's categories?
Well, we'd love to get something which is really helping, the interiors of our country. India still is not urban India in which we live. It's all about also a lot of rural India. And a lot of what we do in this country is around agriculture. So love to see some innovation in that space, really, right? How can produce be more than what it is today? How can people do certain things differently in that space? So really, I would love to see something coming out from either the Children Award or the other awards of something which can change the way we actually in the agriculture space. It's such a big area for us.
All right, here's wishing NASSCOM and GenPact all the very best for this year's honors as well. But before we go, let's take a look at the jury headed by none other than Mr. Ramadorai. Take a look.
Judging the winners of the prestigious NASSCOM Social Innovation Honours is a challenging responsibility. And as was the case in the last few years, this year too, the jury members of this year's NSIH edition are some of the biggest names from the corporate and social sectors in India. Last year's jury chairperson Anand Mahindra says the task ahead, that of selecting the winners from over 1,000 applicants, won't be easy. Here's a look at this year's jury.
I think skilling for employability and employment, skilling for not for the sake of enrollment is the most critical thing which is closest to my heart. That's where I'm focusing my energies on. Could be restoring of the arts and crafts culture of this country, could be maintenance at a local level, agricultural transformation through technologies so that the produce can be multiplied, logistics and distribution through technology is another area. But more importantly, ability of every individual to do something with their hands, which leads to a livelihood, which gives you the upward mobility.
The jury duty for NASSCOM Social Innovation Awards is something that I absolutely love because it's the most educative and it's extremely uplifting. It releases a lot of positive energy. The awards are really meant to find talent and ideas wherever they may be, and we get a lot of ideas across sectors, across small towns, and when you just see that entire rush of intellectual energy, I think it's quite amazing.
One lacuna that I find in innovations is that most of the innovations remain limited to the local area, and they do not really get transformed into services and products. So both the corporate sector and the government can give a lending hand in order to support it both financially as well as create opportunities for them to grow, because the innovations, result of the innovations, the benefits from the innovations have not been reaching out to the people. They remain largely localized.
The change on the ground in terms of the communities participating in the social change will become very, very important. When we talk about the Panchayati Raj or the Lokpal, it is democratization and taking the decision making at the lowest level, at the village level, at the community level. I think these are the ways where the social change will come about. It's only going to see acceleration in the future because of the reach, like I said, and the affordability and the accessibility. Television was an early technology which reached out to the masses. Today, connecting people through television, connecting through the mobile network, and tomorrow through the rural broadband is going to be the next wave of change.
एक वक्त था कैम्ब्रिज डिग्री, पीएम की पोस्टिंग, और हाँ, लोग कहते हैं सोनिया जी इज ब्लू आइड बॉय, लेकिन सबसे करीब था एक सवाल, हैव आई मेड इट लार्ज? ब्लू आइड बॉय से ब्लू टर्बन वाला ट्रेजिक फिगर बन गया और स्कैम आफ्टर स्कैम को होते हुए देखा, लेकिन तब भी मन में वही सवाल आया, हैव आई मेड इट लार्ज? आज अपना खुद का 1.8 लाख करोड़ कोल स्कैम है, आज भी लगता है सब कुछ है, आज भी सबसे करीब वही सवाल है, हैव आई मेड इट लार्ज?
The government of India, it's your chance to get rich. Make it large.
Support My School is, I think, one of the best initiatives NDTV and Coca-Cola have taken together. My greatest endeavor with this campaign will be not just to make you all share and part with your money, but hopefully involve you as a community to share your skills, your services, and help improve infrastructure in the schools that do already exist in India.
Once pristine, untouched and beautiful, our hill stations are no longer what they used to be.
NDTV team bring to you some facts about the hills, some very soothing, some very shocking.
Increased population and misuse of our natural resources has taken a toll on our hill towns. Travel with us as we bring you the gravest concerns as well as the solutions. NDTV Toyota, keep their hills alive. Saturday afternoon.